Hello, and welcome to the Divorce Lawyers podcast, brought to you by DivorceLawyers.ca. I'm Deepa Taylor, and in today's episode, we'll dive deep into a topic that's critical for anyone thinking about taking the big step of marriage: essential considerations before marriage. This episode is especially relevant if you're in Canada, as we will be exploring the legal and practical aspects of marriage, what you need to think about, and how to safeguard your future. Remember, this podcast is for general informational purposes only and does not constitute legal advice. For personalized guidance, please consult one of our lawyers by visiting DivorceLawyers.ca. Marriage is one of the most significant life decisions you can make. And while love is the foundation, understanding the practical and legal implications is essential. Before we get into the specifics, let's talk about why these considerations matter. When we think of marriage, we often focus on the emotional and romantic aspects, but there are also critical legal and financial implications. Preparing for these can help ensure a strong, stable marriage and, if necessary, a smoother transition if things don't go as planned. One of the leading causes of marital strife is financial issues. Therefore, financial transparency is crucial before marriage. You and your partner need to have an open conversation about your financial status. This means discussing everything from debts to income, assets, and financial goals. It's important to determine if you're both on the same page about spending and saving, and how you'll handle debt management. Understanding each other's financial habits and expectations can go a long way in preventing conflicts down the road. It's also crucial to consider how Ontario's Family Law Act impacts the division of assets and debts, and how that might affect your future. Now let's discuss prenuptial agreements, or prenups, which can be a sensitive topic for many couples. However, a prenup isn't about planning for failure. It's about clarity and protection. In Ontario, a prenuptial agreement can help define how property and assets will be divided in the event of a separation or divorce, protecting both parties' interests. A prenup can cover various aspects, such as assets, debts, and spousal support. This is particularly important in second marriages, or when there are children from previous relationships. It's also essential to know the legal requirements for a valid prenup in Ontario, and why both parties should seek independent legal advice before signing one. Marriage changes your legal status, and with that come rights and obligations. In Ontario, marriage affects your property rights, estate rights, and responsibilities towards each other. It's crucial to understand these changes before you say, "I do." For instance, marriage affects property rights, including the matrimonial home, and you should be aware of spousal support obligations. Additionally, estate planning considerations, such as updating wills and beneficiaries, are essential. And don't forget to think about how marriage might impact any existing financial and legal arrangements you already have in place. Another important area to discuss before marriage is your health and family background. This includes understanding any medical conditions, family history, and potential caregiving responsibilities that might arise in the future. It's also crucial to discuss how you'll handle any future challenges together. For example, it's important to talk about any known health conditions or family health history. You should also consider the possibility of caregiving responsibilities and discuss your plans for future children, including family planning and potential challenges. Additionally, reflecting on past family dynamics and how they might impact your marriage can be very insightful. Good communication is the cornerstone of a healthy marriage. Before you get married, it's vital to discuss how you'll handle conflicts, make decisions, and support each other during tough times. This might also include setting boundaries with extended family and defining your shared goals. Developing strong communication skills is essential, and so is establishing conflict resolution strategies. It's also important to set boundaries with extended family members and ensure that you both align on shared goals and values. Finally, let's talk about planning for the unexpected. Life is unpredictable, and it's wise to prepare for the what-ifs. This could include setting up a will, establishing power of attorney, and discussing how you'll handle major life changes like job loss, illness, or relocating. Having a will and power of attorney is crucial, as is discussing life insurance and retirement planning. It's also wise to prepare for potential major life changes and consider how a marriage contract might protect your interests. Marriage is a beautiful journey, But like any journey, it's essential to be prepared. By discussing these critical considerations before you get married, you're setting the foundation for a stronger, healthier relationship. If you're in Ontario and considering marriage, take the time to consult with a family lawyer to understand your rights and obligations. For personalized guidance, please consult one of our family lawyers by visiting DivorceLawyers.ca. Thank you for joining me today on the Divorce Lawyers podcast. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with others who might benefit. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to protecting your future. Stay tuned for our next episode. Until then, take care.